PayPal also. PayPal is also another good one to have in your portfolio. Not a recommendation, but I think we'll be able to push right into $76 in the long run. Overall, look at this trend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is Igor Francis. Welcome to the Trading Sausage Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel, and we're going to be talking about stocks today. We're going to be talking about long-term stocks. We're going to be talking about stocks with dividend. We're going to be talking about just some of the stocks going to be low-price stocks as well, like $4, $5 as well, okay? So now, we've got some interesting view in the market in terms of technology, consumer, cyclical. Pretty much looking at the performance as out of Friday, we are green, okay, except for Nike and MU, okay. So other than that, the market is really close green on Friday. And now for the 1 week performance, we see that technology is up, energy is up, but guess what? Healthcare is also lagging. With as far as our internet content and information, Google and Meta, it didn't do good overall week, right? Also added with beverages and non-alcoholic drinks. So with that being said, overall performance for the week is good in terms of different sector, and we're also going to be looking at the economic calendar as well coming into this week, as we have holiday on Tuesday. So Monday market will be open, and guess what, we'll be done by 1 p.m. Eastern time, right? July 4th, the market will be closed. All markets will be closed. And also we'll be talking about ADP, employment, factory orders on Wednesday, and Thursday will come in as our US trade deficit, and as well as jobs opening and initial jobs claim. Friday will be unemployment report and unemployment rate, okay. Hourly wage will also come in year over year on Friday, the July 7th. So pretty much it's gonna be a very short week, so whatever you're doing, just be aware. Looking at performance in terms of this year so far, we have Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia as well. Nvidia is really topping the performance so far for 2023, followed by Amazon and Apple. So these are really beautiful decent performance so far, as well as market cap for Apple actually touched $3 trillion. Okay, so that is where Apple is at this moment. Okay, we're gonna be talking about other stocks as well, and we're gonna start up with the market. Looking at the market, we have SPY, okay, which is our spider S&P 500 ETF. Right now we actually bounced off the 20 exponential moving average. I did talk about it last week and said there's a possibility for us to bounce off of this 430 20 exponential moving average area, and that is what happened. We bounced off that area, gapped up right into 445 spot. Okay, so that is the area we are right now. So we broke this trend, this resistance right here into that spot, and we closed right above it, closed very strong. So the coming week will be really huge in the market, but guess what, it's a short week. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. So now our first stock here is going to be Tesla. Okay, Tesla right now at this moment, we have a fantastic view of Tesla. Right now we have this head and shoulder pattern that Tesla really need to break off of, which right now we're right at that neckline. Okay, so if price can break through and continue to push right into 265, 270, then we're good and we can get pushed back into 280. But keep an eye out as price is bouncing right off of the 20 exponential moving average on Tesla. Volume is not too decent, but RSI still has more momentum to push to the upside. Also with Tesla comes in QQQ. Okay, this is Trust Nasdaq. Okay, Invesco QQQ Trust Nasdaq. So we're looking at price actually gotten to that 20 exponential moving average, just like I said on Tesla. And guess what, we're breaking downtrend right now to the upside. Look for price to revisit the 272 275 area in the coming days on this name, with volume coming in on QQQ. Also talking about Russell 2000 as well, ETF. Right now we're beginning to see the green light on Russell. So if price can push right through 190 spot, I think we're out of this zone, we're out of this choppy area, and then we can continue to push to the upside on IWM. Okay, also for stocks to consider, okay, this is not a recommendation, but for stocks to consider, I also have Teledoc as well. Teledoc has been, it has been a very interesting stock so far, but it's been beaten down several times, one and then the second one. So right now we're looking to get out of this 20 and 50 exponential moving average area. So we have this 3 candle bar, or this 3 bar play. Okay, so price really did push on Thursday right into $26, but fail it. So right now we're gathering, we're gaining momentum to push right through this area, right into the 200 moving average. So keep an eye out on that spot. The 2650 is the next spot on Teledoc. This is for a long term. If price can push back into the $34 or $35 again, and then we should be all right. Also, Cathy Wood also has some of this position. TSM as well. TSM, we're also looking at price holding the 20 exponential moving average with an attempt to break through 105.50. That is where we're going to be looking at as we have this mini downtrend. So this is also for a long-term hold with support right around 97.50 and with lower risk at the 96.50 as well. So keep an eye out on that name. NVO. This also is another one. This is Novak Nordisk. Right now we gapped up right into the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Right now 150, 160, 159, 160. That is going to act as our support for now, with continuation right through our 164 zone. So keep an eye out on that 163, 164 for continuation to the upside on that name. AVGO as well. We're looking at price breaking a downtrend into the upside, looking at 925 on our next momentum push. Also, Cathy Wood also buying CROSP as well. Right now this is also in a very decent spot with your support or your risk right around 53.72 for a long-term hold. We are fighting the 50 exponential moving average right now, which is 57.79 or 58 spot. If that area breaks, then we have another spot, bone of contention right here at our 20 exponential moving average. I think this is also a good one to hold in terms of long-term portfolio holding, because we got this trend right here we're watching. So if we can break through this spot, get right into $60, I think we can continue to push on that name. United Health as well, UNH, we're looking at price breaking, looking at price getting, you know, that momentum out of this area. Downtrend is to watch. We got the 485 zone to watch. So if we can break right through 481, 485, that is our next spot into our momentum push right into 495 or 500. So keep an eye out on UNH. I need to start seeing a trend on this stock, on this name as well. Amazon also is another name to watch, as well, as we have been really trending higher and higher. If you look at this chart, we've been trending, we've been holding the 20 exponential moving average for quite a while, and we've never looked back. So 130, that is our resistance, and we've been really consolidating around this area for possible momentum push to the upside to 135. So keep an eye out. Even Apple as well. Apple has been pushing, looking at that trend. This trend is a beauty. Right now we're breaking out of this trend, and I'll be expecting, you know, yeah, right here we got this overbought signal, but we could be in the overbought zone for a while as well, right? So 195, that is our next spot. Once we regain that 195, 200 is going to be the next area for Apple. Apple has actually been pushing to the upside for quite a while. So if you have bought right here around this 150, I think you'll be right deep in the money right now, right? Google as well. I have Google and I picked up some around the 110. Why did I pick up Google around 110? It's because right now, look right there. That is our trend resistance. Okay, so we broke out of this zone and picked some up, added to my position in this 20 exponential moving average test, and guess what? Boom, and never look back all the way. So for any reason, this area, which is 118, 117, that is going to act as our support, which also acted as a support in this short term or this last week momentum, right? So right now I'll be looking for 121, 122 to the upside for that momentum continuation. Also Meta as well. Meta also is like same thing as Apple. We've been pushing and pushing and pushing to the upside. Right now we're looking at our support as the 20 exponential moving average. That is going to be our support on this name. Nvidia as well, with over 180, 185% gain this year so far. I'll be looking at price to continue to hold 20 exponential moving average as a support. With this downtrend breaking right now, you can see this is a downtrend, so we're breaking this downtrend right now. If we can push right through 425, I think we'll be able to test this high right here, almost 430. So keep an eye out on Nvidia. Also, we're looking at the market as well. UVXY is the inverse of our market, okay, our SPY. So right now we have actually sold off, and they did a reverse split, and right now I'll be looking for some form of a bounce so that the market can really consolidate. Okay, so the bounce, if I'm looking for a bounce, I'll be looking for this to bounce back into this 20 exponential moving average. Why? Because every time we get to that spot, it get rejected, right? So that is what I'll be looking for, price to get back into this exponential moving average right there. So keep an eye out on that. Visa as well. Visa also is another one to keep an eye out. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago and say, hey, keep an eye out. We're about to break out of this zone. 230 break, I think we'll continue to push to the upside. That is what happened. I thought that resistance was gonna be 235, and guess what? We got $2 or more in addition to our holdings. So keep an eye out and see if we can retest that zone again for a momentum push to the upside. Netflix as well, keep an eye out on Netflix. Also, we're going to be talking about KEN. This one has no volume whatsoever, but I'll be looking for some form of a move on that name. PayPal also. PayPal is also another good one to have in your portfolio. Not a recommendation, but I think we'll be able to push right into $76 in the long run. Overall, look at this trend, how we've held this trend. This is the third time, so keep an eye out on PayPal. ZM as well, ZIM, that is another name to watch as well. They've been coming up with some crazy dividends, so I'll be looking at picking some up in anticipation of a dividend, when they will announce their ex-dividend date. So keep an eye out on ZIM Integrated Shipping Services as well. So we're also going to talk about the very UAN. Okay, volume is not there right now, but I'll be looking for downtrend break on this name. Also one Chinese stock here, this is IQ. I'll be looking for more to the upside. See, this is $5.34, so I'll be looking for more to the upside as we've been holding the 200 moving average nicely. Also HL as well, this is also another small price. I'll be looking for momentum push out of this zone as well. Also another small one is PD. I'm gonna be looking for price to really bounce off this zone right into 20 exponential moving average, and then the 50 exponential moving average, I'll be looking for gap fill into this area, just like what happened with Meta, right? Meta, we were like, you know, like, okay, don't get Meta because it's not going to fill up the gap, but Meta filled up the gap and continued to push to the upside. I'll be expecting PagerDuty to actually, you know, fill up this gap and continue to push to the upside. Momentum was in there, but though up and down, but at least we can see how price can really back into that $25 spot. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this section. I'll post the remaining analysis on my StockTwig and on my Twitter account. If you have any questions or concern, you can email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com, or you can leave me a comment or what have you. So like this video, share with your friends, and have a fantastic 4th of July.